Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
How are you?
Welcome to the Dad vs. Dad podcast. Kevin got a bit excited. How are ya? Do you want to start again? Okay. Okay. Take two.
Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.
And welcome to the Dad vs. Dad podcast.
How are you, Kev?
I'm a mess.
Yeah, me too. What a week.
Tell me about it. In fact, tell me about it.
Well, it's been exhausting.
I'm going to put my hair up. Yeah.
I don't have any significantly fun stories from this week. It's been all boring work and stuff. I do have one fun story that doesn't have to do with me being tired or anything.
Yay.
We watched Pocahontas for the first time.
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Have you seen it?
Is that the one where she turns into a boy? No, that's Mulan.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have.
It's the one where the English come to America and colonize and all that, and there's the Native Americans there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pocahontas is a Native American and falls in love with a soldier person.
That's a very in-depth, concept for kids to have a movie about, but yeah.
Anyway, the story about it was, it would be better if you'd seen the movie, but they constantly refer to each other as savages. The Native Americans call the English savages, and the English call them savages.
Yeah.
And there's songs that savages and stuff.
Yep.
And Vera goes, why do they keep calling them sandwiches?
How good is that?
Yeah. Yeah. How was your week?
Well,
What happened?
so much happened. So, to start it off, the missus is now working full-time. I'm working full-time. So I start at 10 a.m. and work till 6 p.m. And after all travel and everything, I get home at 7.
Yeah.
Say goodnight to the kids. And that's me. But I do the morning drop-off to school.
Yep. 7 would suck. We are well and truly starting bedtimes then.
So now we have a babysitter.
Yep.
Which is
fun.
Yeah. This weekend we're going away.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
That's
nice.
exciting.
Yeah, just heading down to the bay.
Yep.
So I booked this hotel through a website, which goes multiple websites that just do the whole.
Yeah, like third-party website.
Yeah. Anyway, I booked the thing through there. Went well. Realized I got the dates wrong, so I changed it.
Yep.
Pain in the ass. Emailed them back saying, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I got the dates wrong. Can we cancel the first one and move it to the next day?" Yep. All good. No problem. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Get an email later on saying, "Hey, 48 hours till your booking on the 18th. Hang on a minute. That's not right. So I email, "Hey, just want to check. I cancelled this a while ago. Just confirming, can we cancel this if it's not already done? We'll see you on the 19th. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. Got a call tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, you're meant to be here?
Jesus.
No, I'm not. You confirmed it twice. Turns out it's gone through the other party, so I've had to find all the original emails. I hate that stuff.
Yeah, it's awful.
Incompetent things. Or just systems not communicating to each other.
Yeah.
The South Coast has had a rough time since 2019. Obviously there was the fires, and then the COVID, and then everything else. So it's just the economy really needs the people. So for one night, I've got to be that bad guy and say, well, actually, no, I didn't do the wrong thing.
I reckon they do it intentionally now. They probably do that. They don't cancel anything when you request it. So they can go, life's pretty hard though. Can you just give us the money?
So in the email, I was like, I empathize for your circumstances, but I'm not going to compensate. Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll come down and fork out some cash to your economy.
Oh, hopefully they let you in tomorrow.
I will. I've got 2 very tall fingers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Middle ones. His longest fingers.
Are they your longest fingers?
Yeah. Some people, it's their second.
Which is so dumb. How dumb are the third fingers that are longest?
Yeah. Or a really long pinky. That
yuck.
happen. That'd be great, though. I wish I had a long pinky. Imagine how fancy you could be at a tea party with a long pinky.
And speaking of,
How many newses do you have?
got Jeremy's fucking mug.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. Picked it up from Dad's. That's yours.
Yeah, from when I was little. That's badass.
From when you were little.
Yeah.
How little?
Small enough.
Yeah.
Small enough to not know better.
That's good. I'll tell you what.
Actually,
Yeah.
I made that when I moved into a friend's house, and his mum bought us both those.
Of the.
Wait. No. Sorry. That didn't happen.
Okay.
That was a different... She brought us different things.
Hmm.
This one I did with the ex-wife.
Okay. Well, good. It could have been a fun story.
It
Now
was
it's
almost
a
a
sad.
fun story. Now there's this weird, like... Oh, it wasn't when I was at his place. Anyway, how many newses do you have?
A few, but I wanted to tell a story.
I need a number of stories.
I've got two.
Yeah, tell me your story.
So we arrived home the other day, right? And Opie noticed that, like, across the road, his friend Bam was there.
Yeah.
Now, Bam is a trans kid,
Yeah.
which is really interesting. Like, it's a really weird conversation to have in the house for him and us, because this is our first introduction of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So trying to teach him correct pronouns to be respectful for his friend.
Do they not do that at school?
Well, they do, but so his friend was Isabella or something, and now turned Bam, and is transitioned from girl to boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole pronouns thing is really interesting because it's never been something that's come up in our house, and we never dealt with it.
No.
Trans were wrong when we were kids.
Well, they weren't wrong. They were punchlines.
They were, yeah. So, like, what, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
That wasn't about trans people. That was about drag queens. That's a completely different ballpark.
Yep.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a similar
No.
concept.
Not even
No?
close. No, because drag queen is just like an art form. They're not
Okay.
people who are born in the wrong body. They're just guys who want to dress up and entertain in a certain way.
Which, yeah, okay. Do you remember we had that primary school teacher?
Yeah.
And if you didn't get a main role, he would make the girls dress as boys and the boys dress as girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was like...
But that wasn't just for main roles. He did that for all the roles. Every play he did, he'd just do girls as boys and boys as girls. Like, that was just his thing.
No, because I was a main character in one of his plays. And I was... Dracula, I think. No, I was a big bad wolf.
Maybe he was like, you're too much of a big bad wolf to not be a male. You could have been a female big bad wolf.
I did have a beard.
Yeah, but female wolves have beards.
Yeah? No. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They are wolves.
Yeah. So, dressing up as a woman, a man dressing up as a woman
This is a fucking mess.
for fun
This is a fucking mess.
is not the same as someone who truly believes that they were born in the wrong body.
Yeah. I'll get back to my bit. I really need to pull the focus.
Yeah.
I'm fried. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like cross-eyed
I
fried.
have quite a bit of mother.
Where I was going with this.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we rocked up home, Bam was across the road on the bike, and Opie was like, "Hey, what's Bam doing here?"
Yeah.
And Rusty gets out of the car and goes, "I love you, Bam." Just out of nowhere, doesn't know the kid.
Yeah.
It was fun. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, they're fun.
That was a long-ass punchline for nothing.
That wasn't a punchline.
Well, I felt it was going to be. It was funny at the time.
It hit harder when it was fast.
It hit harder when it was happening.
Yeah. So, would you like some news, Kevin?
I'd love one. Thank you.
Oh, wait. Here's another annoying thing. I don't know if you've noticed. on Facebook. These really long, drawn out videos, like really pointless ones. Like
Oh, so many lately.
they're all like husband comes home from the war and surprises wife, and like they're at a pizza shop. They give her, like, someone gives her the change, and like he's hiding behind the counter.
Yeah.
He hops up from behind the counter, like holding a pizza or something, and she's just counting the money. And they have her counting the money for 10 minutes.
Yes.
And like he's like right there. There's no way she wouldn't notice him in
Yep.
her eye line. And he's just like counting this money. And there's like, I've seen so many like similar kind of things where they have someone doing something, being oblivious to this person right there who's like going to change her world. And they're just like,
You know my favorite
Why?
thing to come up on on Facebook or anywhere are fail videos.
yeah,
And I don't know what it is. There's something about us as humans that love to watch humans hurting themselves.
I'm not big on fail videos because I have a thing called empathy.
No.
I do.
You're
I
the-
care about. If I see someone hurt themselves, I don't go, I go, oh, that really hurt. I'm super empathetic.
You're fucking not.
I am. I care about people. Are you ready for some news?
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh. I've really got to get into it because I'm like, there's
Okay.
nothing happening.
But you mostly just need to listen for this next few minutes.
I just need
And
to
enjoy.
I need to listen and laugh. I need to get engaged because
This is an engaging story.
yeah, but you go through half of it and I go,
No.
mm-hmm.
No, this is good. This is going to have you on the edge of your seat. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. This assistant principal from Mississippi says he was fired for reading a kid's book called I Need a New Butt.
I read that headline. I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Was it good?
They hired a reader to do a Zoom reading to the kids, and they bailed at the last minute. So someone said to the assistant principal, can you just grab a book? So he grabbed his favourite book to read kids, which is I Need a New Bum.
Yeah.
Never crossed his mind that he'd get fired for reading a book, but it happened. So the book, I Need a New Bum, you've read it. It's about a boy who discovers he has a crack in his bum. So figures it must be broken. He's going to need a new one.
That's great. That's a great idea for a book.
Yeah.
I've never read
Funny.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, will he choose an armor-plated butt or a rocket-powered butt or a robot butt? Like,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
might have.
it's just a fun, funny story. The kids loved it. They all thought it was hilarious. And then not long after that, he receives a phone call from the superintendent's office. He was given a stern talking to and asked to resign. So they didn't fire him necessarily, but they asked him to resign. He called his wife and told him what was happening. And she said, if you sign that, you're kind of admitting that they were right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he stood up for it, walked out of the building, let him know that he was leaving and he would not be resigning. He got in his car and cried all the way home.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 days later he was terminated. So they did fire him
Yep.
rather than him resigning
Which
in the end.
gives him clause to sue.
Yeah,
Unfair dismissal.
probably.
Where was the book in the first place? Like
Well, in his, I assume in his house.
it's in shops in the kids section, right?
Yeah, it's a kid's book. It's a
So-
funny kid's book.
Was it a kids what sort of school is this?
We should
Yeah.
start a petition or something to get him to read it on YouTube or something, like do a series of because there's a whole series in this book,
Yeah.
a whole range of I Need a New Button, like by the same author and illustrator. They did a whole range of these silly books with silly premises.
Yeah.
I reckon we should try and get him to start a YouTube series or something where he reads those books.
Just something where he can feel validated for, the world is on his side. I think just the news article is fine.
No, I want to watch him read it. And then we can
Maybe-
make our kids watch it every night.
Maybe the way he said the words was offensive.
No, I think they just didn't like the book.
do you think?
It was just a stuck-up Mississippi principal. Like,
He's
those,
uh,
you know.
But like, let's say he's like, I need a new bum. Like,
Yeah, he might have. Or he's like doing the actions.
like,
Moons is great.
everybody's got a crack. See?
Nah, I doubt it. I think it was just a school being shitty because schools are the worst. Let's be real. All of them.
Yeah.
100% of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. No, I genuinely like my kids' school.
As far as schools go?
Just supportive teachers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if something's going on or someone does the wrong thing, they call and encourage things and, like,
Yeah.
work it out.
That's
Whereas
alright.
Not all schools would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to give you a news.
Okay. Give me a news.
Now, do you know the comedian Isaac Butterfield?
No.
So Isaac Butterfield, he has a special on Amazon Prime. He's an Australian comedian, fairly young dude, maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Yep.
Pretty funny dude.
Mm.
Some of his jokes, very dark humor,
Yep.
and like, I don't know, some of it's a little bit absurd,
Mhm.
like, oh, I got a smelly cock, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't think that stuff's funny.
No. But each to their own. Someone does.
That's it. And I mean, you know, some of the comedy that people come out with it's not for everybody. But
Well, most
think
comedy
that's-
isn't.
that's
Oh, there's
that's
so many
comedy.
different comedians and stuff out there.
And comedy either hits or it bombs, and you either go well or you go bad, and then you
Yeah.
trial and error. And
If you're good enough to get a special, a lot of people like you at least.
yeah, so anyway,
Like, it's not an easy place to get to in a comedy
well,
career.
that's it. Yeah, I mean, he's got a special on Amazon Prime, and then he has his own YouTube stuff. I think he's pretty sure he's in with the whole Friendly Geordies crew, that whole stuff.
You're right.
Yep. So he does all right. I don't mind him. I watch a bit. Anyway, he recently got in trouble because he made a joke about. Do you recall there was the incident in Tasmania where there was a jumping castle that flew up in the air, and a bunch of kids.
Oh,
got
yeah,
injured
yeah.
and died.
Yep.
He made a joke about that.
Right.
I don't think that's the right thing to joke about. But in the same sense, what is too far as a joke?
Well, and I think it really depends on your audience.
And the joke itself, right?
No, just your audience. If they're into, if your audience are the kind of people who they see a disaster on the news, they want to hear a joke about it, then that's probably where you would make that joke. Or around your mates, you might make a very off-kilter joke like that.
Time and place, yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
I think as well, like, is it putting it too much?
I mean, if you put it out on a very public forum and stuff, and maybe like hashtag the article that the news was about, that would probably be a bit much.
I think the thing is, people are going to make jokes, and he made a joke about a horrible situation, but still people go and see him.
Yeah.
And I heard another joke of his, which I thought was pretty insane. He made a joke about the Christchurch shootings.
Yeah.
Something to do with, and I don't want to misquote,
Yeah.
because it'll come across horrible. But anyway, I won't go there. Christchurch shootings, Isaac Butterfield. It's funny. It's very dark.
Yeah.
But you can hear the crowd's response. And
Well-
there's a few laughs and a lot of, oh,
Yeah.
like, you can't say that.
And some people like
Shock
that
factor.
feeling though. Some
Shock
people love that. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Oh, like they like feeling that kind of. Oh, I shouldn't even be hearing this. Like
It's that whole,
it gives
like,
them something.
the other week you were talking about how you have autism.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like, there's no formal diagnosis. There's definitely no confirmation about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just an assumption that you're a little bit weird, so you're autistic.
Yeah.
Can we laugh at that? Can you joke about that?
Yeah.
It is
You
comedy.
can joke about anything.
Yes.
I think you can joke about disasters that happen on the news. I think most people aren't going to enjoy it. I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'd probably stop following his page if I saw that. Like, nah, that's not really my style. But
have you?
somebody's going to enjoy that.
Yeah, his whole set isn't gonna be, hey guys, tonight's set's about kids dying.
It might be.
It's not though.
Yeah.
He's very dark. He's very that's just his style. He's rude. He's obnoxious. He likes that shock factor.
Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of comedians will use that sort of technique as their own grieving experience. It's not like he's not laughing at it. He's expressing his way about that content.
Yeah. And some people, they do even when they're going through trauma. If they hear a joke about that thing, like some people, it triggers them and it makes it worse.
Yeah.
But other people, they'll hear that and it'll really kind of really lighten the situation for them a bit. It'll bring them out of a rut.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now there's joy in the world still a bit. We can laugh at things.
Well, that's it. I mean,
it's a very
PC
tricky scenario.
Culture is really weird because there's very far left and there's very far right.
Yeah.
And there's the obnoxious, you cannot say that, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
And then there's, why can't I say that? You're offended.
This recent dad joke group I'm in has suddenly sparked a lot of controversy because someone posted a few Jesus jokes.
Great.
They were like pretty mild. Like if Jesus was real, he wouldn't have had a crucifixion. He would have had a crucifact. And like, it's dumb. But like, and there's so many people like getting really, really mad about it in the comments and stuff. And there was a few, so naturally people got on there that started posting heaps of Jesus jokes and stuff. And so everyone's like, oh, you can't tell your kids these jokes. And like, it's all just a whole uproar at the moment. Just everyone kind of, heaps of people hating how sensitive everyone is. And then everyone else hating how many Jesus jokes they're making.
It's appropriate to be sensitive to a situation, but it's your position to take offense or to leave it. And
everyone has a different level of tolerance they have for those kind of jokes and things.
And that's the thing. Isaac is a comedian. He's obviously gotten himself to a position where he has a stage and a voice to say it. Yeah. But it's an act. It is an act.
The thing is, I think the problem is when people see something like that they don't like, rather than being like, well, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. Everyone who doesn't like that joke should just be like, no, that was too much. I'm not listening to you anymore. Yeah. But instead, they go out and attack. Yep. Rather than just being like, no, I'm done with you. Which if enough people are like, no, I'm done with you, that's fine. But they have to, the people who are offended have to get everyone else offended too. They're like, come on, guys, let's all get upset about this. Come on, let's all unfollow him. Let's all do this stuff. Let's make a big hurrah about it instead of just like, no, I'm taking you out of my life.
I had a conversation with someone a while ago, and it was about how we trial and error things over time.
Yeah.
So like, we're in this new space where we have the internet, and the internet is fairly new. I mean, we're 20 years into the internet. It's really not that old. And throughout that time, we've had other things introduced through the internet. We're finding the benefits, the bad sides, the good, everything.
Yeah.
I think social media is a big part of what is wrong.
Yeah.
And a big part of damaging things. So like we talk about fake news a lot. How we deliver a lot of fake news. And the reason being is because the news comes through. It's so competitive now that people just throw things at it. Like, I've got to be the first and the most informed,
Yeah.
and they get it wrong.
Yeah.
So I think with all of this stuff through the internet, we have cancel culture, and that's a big part of what is wrong with all of this. Where now everybody has an opinion,
Yeah.
and everyone has a space to say it.
Yeah.
We're not able to really just cull it down and say, no, that's enough.
Yeah, it really kind of cancels out a big part of free speech in a lot of ways. Like, if you can't truly speak your mind without being kicked off every platform and whatever. Yeah. And like they are privately owned platforms.
Yep.
Like, it's complicated.
I mean, free speech is one thing. Being an asshole is one thing. But at the same time, if you treat a comedian's word as gospel, then you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an absolute dumb shit.
Yeah, like all the Joe Roganers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who And even he says that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're taking advice from me, I'm a comedian. Like,
I make jokes for a living. Yeah. And then you have people like, we have shows like Oz, for example, like Oswald State Prison, where they talk about how the Nazis carving swastikas into someone's ass.
Yeah.
And,
they don't talk about it, they show it.
Well, yeah, they do. Like, that show has everything graphic and nasty and horrible and like this really just disgusting world. The amount of N-words in that show, man.
Yeah, but Always Sunny has N-words.
They do it well too. But but you can't turn around and say, this guy said something horrible on a stage in his act. And then, oh, that's okay, they're just acting.
Yeah. I guess it also, because for those people, that in Oz is depicting a kind of real scenario. Like, it is fiction, but those kind of real things happen in prisons and stuff.
So they're telling stories.
They're telling stories.
Much like a comedian
Which is what a comedian is doing, yeah. But for those people who are sensitive about things, they don't like hearing jokes about serious things.
I think if we're talking about Oz or a show where there's violence or crimes or drugs or, horrible, disgusting circumstances that happen in real life, in real situations that are really damaging to people, but this guy can't talk about one thing that did happen in real life.
Yeah.
And use it in his act. I don't know. I think the joke pushed too far. I think as a parent, if someone were to make a job about me losing one of my kids, I would not feel good about that.
Yeah.
And I feel for any parent who has lost a kid.
Yeah, I'd probably call the person a wanker or whatever.
Every right.
I'd use some cusses at him.
And he would probably say, I deserve every cent.
And I'd probably have a hard time watching him and his content, knowing that he made that joke about my kid.
Remember listening to Metallica after Some Kind of Monster? That was very hard. After finding out that Lars was a wanker.
Whole album without any solos.
Devastating. And then they've never recovered from it either.
The snare drum.
Popcorn's ready. What a terrible... Yeah, that was some cool riffs.
Yeah, some cool riffs.
But I would not... Yeah, that killed Metallica. But not so much... Not just the album, I'm talking about the documentary.
Yeah.
Watching how they were like, super massive ego dicks.
Yeah, but I feel like every rock star should be like that. It's great. Yeah, it's great to have all these like nice, humble guys, but I think they need to have a level of arrogance still. Like you see,
MGK.
No.
Corey Taylor.
Foo Fighter boy.
Hey, Dave Grohl.
Yeah, he's real nice and sweet and that kind of stuff, but he's still pretty arrogant.
Oh, he's so arrogant.
Yeah, but
I saw
he's-
a thing with him recently where these fans were like, "Please, just sign it, Dave. Come
Yeah.
on, Dave." And he's like, "Well, here's the thing," and just ran off.
Yeah, that was gold.
He's the best guy. I love him.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dave
'cause-
Grohl has really gone a really long way though, from like being this guy that was in Nirvana
yeah.
and everyone going, we can love him for something other than Nirvana, and then becoming like the nicest guy in rock.
Yeah, but still super arrogant and
So
big ego and all that.
I love
And I
him.
think you need it to be a big rock star guy.
Corey Taylor's the biggest mouth in anything now.
Yeah.
Him and Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly got into a feud with Eminem so much that he turned.
Oh,
emo.
yeah. I do remember stuff about that.
Anyway, he told a joke.
Yeah. A comedian got cancelled for being a dick.
Gonna be.
Hey, did he get cancelled or did people just
Well,
people were just mad at him? Is he still got a YouTube channel?
He's still got everything.
He's still got a Twitter?
He's still got everything.
Yeah, then he's not cancelled.
And news articles are like, "Hey, we want you to get on, and we'll give you a platform to say whatever you want to say. If you want to apologize." And he's like, "Hey guys, should I apologize?" I think he should apologize to the parents. Personally, I think he should. I don't think he really needs to apologize for telling a joke. I think he should apologize for being insensitive to people who have experienced that.
Yeah.
Wanker.
Yeah. An apology. It's easy to fake an apology. Just do it.
Well, not even just a fake apology.
Yeah.
Like,
No apologies are real. No apologies ever been real except for when like you accidentally step on your dog's foot. Oh, sorry.
that is a damn.
That's a genuine apology.
Oh, jeez, come on, mate. I'm so sorry.
Didn't mean
Let
to.
me give you my chop.
Oh, I'll take the day off work. I'll stay with you, bud. That's a real.
I stepped on a dog.
Yeah. But, you know,
Dog.
when mum takes you to the kid, say it. Sorry for hitting you with the baseball bat. Not sorry, you're just saying it because your mum made you.
Hope you got in trouble.
Yeah.
Because him and a girl at school, and this girl is a massive naughty kid.
A bruiser.
Bruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit. Anyway, she stirs Opie up heaps, so Opie's coming home. Some days, like, Opie had, in his other side of the family, his shared mum's side, a death in the family, where this girl actually knew the person who died.
Mhm.
And she went to school and made fun of it.
Yep.
Opie was, like, devastated, crying, and, like, hurt him a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, so like a year later, this bitch is still going at it. Opie finally starts dealing with it, calling her names, and like we've said, you know what,
Hit her.
Just swing, make a swing.
Yeah.
No. If she keeps this up and the teachers aren't going to address it properly, then you have every right to speak back. And I don't want you to swear. I want you to understand that there's consequences to what you say, but
Yeah.
you stand up for
Find an
yourself.
insecurity and make fun of that.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Pick at it. Your dad sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mum doesn't love you.
Yeah.
You look like a boy.
You sure are fat for a 12-year-old.
I don't know.
Yeah. That'll get him. Oh. Rod Stewart got the shits with the potholes in his area. He couldn't even drive his Ferrari through it.
Oh, God.
So he's gone. We've got a couple of mates together filling in the potholes themselves.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Rod,
There's 2 videos on whatever social media you can find. Rod Stewart fixing some potholes.
What was one of his songs?
What, Maggie? Maggie, whatever, I don't know the words. But you know Maggie.
Watching everything you do,
Yeah.
and I just can't shake the feeling.
Do you think I'm sexy? You know, he had a bunch. He had many a song. He wasn't bad.
He's no Van Morrison, but
Yeah.
Do you remember listening to Van Morrison and at the end of Brown Eyed Girl, it's blip, blop, blip, blop?
What? No.
You know, it's like, and we used to sing, sha-na-na-na-na-na,
Yeah.
and in the background, you, blip, blop, blip, blop, blip.
What was Blip Blop from?
No, he just used to scat.
Did he?
Yeah, we used to say it was flip. Flip
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Good bit.
Yeah. What's your next news?
ScoMo's playing a lot of dress up.
What's he doing?
Well, he just keeps playing dress up.
Yeah, he did the welder the other day.
He did the well done. He was very bad at that.
He was very bad at that, yeah.
He's a uke player.
Yeah.
He is, he was a hairdresser.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Give me a trim.
Washed someone's hair. He went into the kitchen and he's like, "Hey, Dal, is there anything I can help you with? Oh, you've already done the dishes." She's like, "Yeah, I called you. You were watching the telly." He's like, "Oh, sorry, Dal. I'll come get you next time." He's trying to be Daggy Dad.
Yeah.
Right? And usually, in any circumstance, he would be the best. And I love him. But I hate this man.
No, I think after anything he's done, redeemed. Goofy Dad, yeah, okay.
He's not
Okay.
capable of running a country.
I don't care, he can be a Goofy Dad. He can be a YouTuber.
Yeah. He should be.
Yeah.
ScoMo should go.
Oh, but
ScoMo should come out with his own YouTube series of Daggy Dad.
It's kind of funnier if he is the Daggy Dad, but also the Prime Minister of Australia. Like, that's classic.
He should have a theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Like
We should write him one.
Like, walks on stage.
We're going to write him a theme song.
Oh, can we actually?
Yes.
ScoMo's theme.
We are actually writing him a theme song. It's going to be great.
Almost like an All Aussie Adventures type thing. A little bit funny.
Yeah, we won't talk about this is the thing we'll really do for next month, probably. By the time, because you've got to produce it and everything, and write it.
Yeah.
It'll be good. All right, let's go, my song.
ScoMo's theme.
Yeah.
Daggy Dad.
Yeah.
Runs the country.
Oh, it's going to be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. It runs. Yeah.
And like, just pictures of him like doing up his tie and stuff. Oh.
It's going to be gold.
You know, they made like a animated series for Donald Trump, right?
No.
Yeah, they made a...
I know he was in a comic book.
Yeah, that probably.
Yeah.
But they made an animated series of actual quotes that he said and just made him absolutely ridiculous. They really should make one for ScoMo.
Yeah.
Because he's a bit funny.
Yeah.
He's not capable of running a country.
But it's like his actions are goofier than the things he says.
It's like, you know what? His theme song really should be Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
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 He's just doing a lot of dress up, and I think the thing is he's doing everything except for running a country.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I haven't paid attention to much in a while. Because in all the news and everything throughout the COVID stuff, all the premiers were the highlight of the show.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about what this premier's doing, what that one's doing. And didn't hear much about what ScoMo was doing during that time.
I kind of liked. I really like our one.
Yeah, it was good getting to know all the guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, our guy's great.
Our guy is the best.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, pretty much like, no, we're not going to... we're not going to have a...
Shit.
This, that, and the other, yeah.
Yeah, and he had a really direct, straightforward plan, from what I remember. I mean, there were a few times where I was like, hang on a minute. But most of it was really clear, concise, and look where we are. Like, it just happened to be...
We're the freest state in Australia right now.
Yeah.
Although we kind of always are.
Yeah.
We just always have been.
To be fair, we have the strangest type of people. Like, no one goes out.
Yeah.
No one does anything. There's not a huge nightlife compared to other cities.
Yeah.
There's not a huge music scene, not a huge comedy scene. Like, it's just Canberra is its own little box and people go to work spend their money, and go home.
It's the best box. I love it here.
I love it.
It's my favourite city.
I
I've been to a
love-
lot of cities. It's the best.
I haven't lived in another city.
I lived in Queanbeyan. Count. It's kind of a different city.
No, it's just sad Canberra.
Yeah. Not if you're in, what's the nicer part?
Jarrah.
Yeah, if you're in Jarrah, that's just normal Canberra. You go to the rest of Queanbeyan, yeah.
It's a little uppity.
Yeah.
Nah, Jarrah's got a giant roundabout. Have you seen that thing?
I've seen bigger.
Takes a month.
I've seen bigger.
Where?
There's bigger on the way here.
Nah.
Yeah, the one with the traffic lights on it.
No, that's not. No. This one legit is the biggest roundabout.
In the world?
Probably.
All right. In other news, I can't remember what we were
I'll tell
talking
you
about.
what, this is probably our worst.
Yeah. So, koalas are officially endangered.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. So, that's right.
I like them.
They're okay. So,
Have you heard them?
heard them.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe.
Have you heard them?
No.
Not heard, like.
No.
Have you heard them? The noises?
No.
They're so evil.
I think you're thinking of possums.
Nah, well, them too, but no. Koalas are the scariest sound.
Yeah, they're possums.
No. Nah.
I saw this video the other day of this koala scurrying along the ground like attacking a kid.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh, it was great. I have to find it and put it on share it on the page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Officially endangered.
they're endangered. If you want to help, WWF have several programs. You can donate or you can adopt a koala, which is just donating a bit every month, basically
okay.
a koala Patreon. Or if you'd like to further their extinction, you can hunt them or clear more of their environment. And we'd like to give
I love
the
that you're
options
giving
here.
all options, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because not everyone's going to be into supporting. We want to help everyone out to get to where they need to be. All right. So
we have throughout our lifetime. How many animals do you think have been like fully extinct through our lifetime?
1.
Which was the grey rhino or whatever, yeah?
I don't know.
Legit was a thing.
Okay.
It's weird to think that we'll never see that animal. Anyway, it's really sad.
Well, I mean, there's probably, don't quote me on this, but there's probably more extinct animals than there are animals.
Maybe.
And go through the whole history of animals, dinosaurs and everything.
Did they list them all in the Bible?
Yes.
Everyone.
Yeah. Unicorns, dragons, the lot. Well, I don't know if they had dragons, but unicorns are in the Bible.
Really?
And giants, I think.
Giants.
They're giants. Yeah, giants.
2 of every kind. Okay.
Anyway, so our debate this week was best dad time TV show. And Top Gear won by a landslide. Because, I mean, Auntie Donna, it's great. I've seen a few clips this week. Pretty funny. But it's not like Top Gear level of greatness. Like, that show was globally world-renowned.
I'll tell you what, I should have picked Always Sunny because, if I'm being honest...
It would have had a fighting chance because it is more known. Like, Auntie
because
Donna's
people-
good, but it is pretty obscure. I got so many comments and questions this week. What's Auntie Donna? Like, it's this sketch show thing.
Yeah. To be fair, I do love Auntie Donna. And I thought it's such a niche show because but the crowd for Auntie Donna love Auntie Donna.
Yeah.
Like, the people who I know that voted for it were like big fans.
Yeah, that's the thing with like it is a really it is a really niche humor. Like that humor, not everyone's going to laugh at it. It's a very particular audience. And that audience is going to be like, finally, this shit that's catered for me. I love it. It's the best thing in the world.
And their podcast has legit... I've been crying at work while listening to it. Like, I can't listen to it anymore.
So
it damages me.
Yeah, so like it's... The people who love that probably love it more than the people who love Top Gear. Yeah. But way more people are going to love Top Gear.
Yeah.
Because it is an amazing show. And it caters to everyone.
It's an all-round show. I will say,
like
we got some awesome comments on dad shows, though.
Yeah.
Like the news?
The news, that's an old school dad show. I don't think dads watch the news anymore.
No, because everyone... Fake news.
So I don't think many dads today watch the news, but every dad's dad watched the news. Yeah. They all did.
90s dads.
Yeah, and I expected that would happen.
Yeah.
Like after Vera was born, I was like, all right, guess I'm going to start watching the news soon. Like that was my first, like, dad thought was probably going to start watching the news.
I don't even own an aerial for my TV.
Yeah, me neither.
I haven't watched regular TV for so long.
No.
Because streaming services are so easy.
Yeah, well, and all the free-to-air stuff streams their stuff as well. Yeah. So there's no reason to watch it live anymore. Except for, like, sports.
Yeah.
There are sports things as well.
Through sports apps, like streaming services. I use KO.
Yep.
For my wrestling.
Yep.
And my NBA.
Yeah. Anyway, our Honorary Dad of the Week this week. Congratulations, Sue Brown, our Honorary Dad of the Week, which is 3 female dads in a row. Oh, and she picked
Family Guy?
Family Guy was her choice.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Pretty fun. I haven't watched it in a long time.
No.
Oh, her reasoning was the best.
Because
Family Guy is such a dad show because chicks hate it. Yes.
Yeah.
Do they though? I know a lot of women who like Family Guy.
Yeah, I know a few. But I saw another one of Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, I've not seen it. That's a reality show, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm watching it at the moment. And there was this girl on an episode last night who couldn't deal with her partner and always raging at him. Like, if you're in survival mode and you're, like, raging at your partner, what chance do you have of living? Anyway, she was an idiot. And because she couldn't make him tap out and leave the survival bit,
yeah,
they got to last 21 days.
Okay.
She ended up leaving because she couldn't handle it.
Right.
And he was like the nicest guy ever. He's like, look, I'm really sorry I'm upsetting you. I just, he found some raspberries and he's like, being that she's being so nasty, I don't think I want to share these. But I'm a good person, so I'll go and offer them. Went back. And then later on, he's like, you know, I was tossing up between giving them to you or not. And she's like, you're a terrible person.
He'd better leave her after that.
Well, they're not partners.
Oh, okay.
It's just
who
like
cares?
They'll never see each other
Let her go.
Anyway, she probably had a lot of mental issues, and poor thing. But he was a nice dude. Doesn't deserve it.
No. All right. So congratulations, Sue Brown.
Oh, yeah. Good one. Thanks. We do like your votes. And all your comments.
Yeah, we do appreciate all the comments.
Love the chats and bands.
Yeah. And the sharing of our posts helps a lot.
Yeah,
thank you for that. So this week's debate is how much TV is too much TV.
For your kids.
That delivery was stupid.
No, it was good. It was very impressive. And
yeah, but I looked at you and not the camera. I should
have. No, because you probably... I felt it was an attack.
It was. Okay.
Kevin, your kids are always in front of the TV.
So, yeah, my position is typically kids should have as little screen time as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally,
Yep.
less than an hour a day. Not always ideal.
Okay.
Doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes you need a sneaky babysitter. But
TV is a good babysitter.
yeah.
In saying that,
Yeah.
oh no, I'll let you finish your position. Sorry.
Yeah, so read a lot of studies.
Okay.
They've shown that from zero, if they're watching much TV, like pretty much any TV from 0 to 2, it can seriously impact how they perceive emotions, particularly like facial emotions and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And they can also become quite aggressive,
Okay.
more likely. Yeah.
Okay, and that's I think.
Oh. They've also done this other big study where the amount of time spent watching TV was directly proportional to their BMI when they become teenagers and like their eating habits and that kind of thing. And even if you look at your kids, like your oldest, who probably had the least TV of them all, like he probably still watched a bit, but not as much as the other ones because, you know, as they kind of grew, he's older, he's watching TV, so the younger ones just kind of watching it with him and that kind of thing. So he's more sporty and more interested in healthy foods than the other ones.
Okay. So I guess my stance on this is I genuinely agree with you to what I want to happen.
Yeah. It is hard sometimes. Like I try to keep it as low as possible.
I think it's also age appropriate, you know, like as little kids, interact with your kids.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome. Kids are awesome human beings. We would sit and, you know, we'd have like YouTube Little Baby Bum or Cocomelon or whatever, like on in the background as music and interaction and whatever, but we would just sit and play toys or just watch Rusty play with toys.
Yeah.
The other two, well, I didn't have them that much. So because I mean, the other two are from a separate relationship. I didn't actually, they were kind of raised with the TV.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't get a lot of a say. Opie was definitely a TV kid.
Oh, okay.
Like from start of the day, finish of the day, ABC Kids.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah, wow.
To the point of In the Night Garden would be the last thing that he'd watch, and it would just be
wow.
like insane. But no, and that's just it. Like kids, unfortunately, are babysat by TVs now.
Yeah.
It's very different to when we were growing up, where, you know, I think our mum did the best job out of any parent. I genuinely believe that because she was there a lot. She did a lot more interacting with us. She read books. You know, and there were...
We were still very, like, we watched, you know, when we get home from school, pretty much TV from when we get home to when we go to bed.
To being like a young kid. So, I mean, if we're talking, that's what I mean by age appropriate.
Yeah.
Little kids should actually have more interaction with their parents, go out in public, spend more time actually being a kid and doing things.
Yeah.
When you get a little bit older and they start separating that distance, you know, and I also think like being city kids, my kids are really into games.
Yeah.
Rusty's coordination on video games is wild. Like, he'll.
And the thing, because I remember when we were growing up, they'd often say, "Oh, it really helps with your hand-eye coordination and all that kind of thing in video games."
Yeah,
like that skill, that hand-eye coordination that you develop in video games doesn't help with anything else. Doesn't help with like catching balls or anything like that. Completely different mind skill set. Like it helps you with video games. Which I mean, that's a career now. So,
and to be honest, it's like kids are really good at puzzles now. Although my kids are very much like Couldn't work it out. Look it up on YouTube.
Mm.
They don't spend the time. Kids are so impatient now.
Like in video games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they just... And even if we watch an older movie, there'll be a lot of complaints. Oh, it looks dumb.
Well, you know...
The entertainment and explosions and excitement aren't the same. Like, you watch Aladdin, the original, compared to, like, the newer one, the flashing lights, everything else. It's so much more interactive for a kid.
Yeah.
Because it has to be. Because it will not keep their attention.
Yeah.
All the dialogue that we used to listen to as kids, like, is now too boring for kids to listen to.
Yeah, it's wild. Maybe because Vera does watch less TV and plays less games. She does like games and watching TV, obviously.
Yep.
But like Pocahontas, as I was watching, I was like, this is going to be way too slow. Like I was watching it, I was like, this is so slow.
Yeah.
But no, she really loved it.
I think it's... yeah, we definitely do too much TV. We
And
always have.
the games she's playing are a lot... There's a lot less explosions and excitement. Like it's like Animal Crossing and stuff. And most of her time is in Animal Crossing is spent drawing pictures in the design editor thing. Yeah. She's gotten amazing at it, by the way. Yeah, I'll show you some things later.
Yeah, TJ's really good with that.
Yeah.
Really good with designing. We find a balance because there's certain times where it's like kids are just insane when they're playing too much games, and I can pick what games they're playing. We've had to ban Fortnite for TJ completely because he tensed the switch and he split the screen.
Yeah, right.
We're like, that's too much.
Yeah.
No way. You're not even 10, and we're looking at anger issues because of a game.
But that's even like if it's not even necessarily the game or whatever. It's like if she spends too much time watching TV or on a game or whatever, she just will be way easily agitated in the evening. Yeah. Like things will set her off a lot easier. Or even the next day they will. Can carry over if it's been a whole day of playing things.
I don't find a lot with the kids when they're like normal TV. No, I don't find it with that. Movies, shows, TV, nothing. It's the things that put pressure on them and make them feel anxious. So games like Fortnite, for example. Yeah. Stuff like that really agitate and push them. That's what makes it damaging for them, and that's what keeps them aggressive. Yeah. But nah, normal TV's fine. Yeah. I think they probably could get outside more and do more there, but
when I first moved out and stuff and like setting a lot of things up and whatever, there were days where Vera would be on the TV a lot, and she was just so difficult to deal with those days. Yeah. Anyway, that was very vague. Both of us saying you should not have your kids on the TV too much, but so we're both agreeing with Jeremy this week. Minimal TV versus non-stop TV.
You know what we didn't do?
What?
Grab your pen.
Oh.
Mark your dad of the week.
Because we went straight into the honorary dad of the week. We skipped the actual dad of the week, which is this guy. Oh, win number 4.
You've overtaken.
What does that make me?
Dad of the... Well, okay, hang on. I'm going to say this genuinely. I'm going to say it this time because I genuinely feel like I didn't do very well this time. Okay. Jeremy. You are the better dad. You might be the best dad. And especially this week, I am the worst.
Yeah, that's right. What am I?
I said it already.
Yeah, what am I?
You just weren't listening.
What are you?
We'll just watch it back.
What am I?
No, it'll be on the video.
No.
I'll
what am I?
Later and you can see it.
What am I?
Jeremy.
The best.
No,
what
Jeremy,
am I?
Jeremy
You're no good at this. All right. So, debate. Now.
All right, I'm going to put an age on it. I'll put an age.
No, it's not an age.
It's a time. Okay, I'm going to say Weekends only.
No. How many hours a day?
Depending on the day.
Okay, we'll say yours is 4 plus, mine is 1 or less. Just so there's some things to vote on.
I don't think this should be the debate.
It's too late. You picked it. All right. That's going to be a win for me. 1 hour or less, 4 hours plus. And we might...
No, I'm going to go 2. 2 hours. 2.5 hours.
How many hours of TV do your kids get a day?
Oh, is it how many do my get or how much do I think
Yeah, we'll
they
say
should get?
how many they get.
10.
Yeah, okay.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then again, I'm not home until 7 p.m. that night.
Yeah, you
so
don't
I
need to
have a
justify.
choice. Oh, well, no. I do need to justify it. It's a debate. It's a debate, not a...
No,
give you an answer.
but you're justifying it instead of... You're justifying why you have to, not justifying why it's good.
Why it's good? It's not good. It's not good.
Okay.
I'm not telling you why it's good. I'm telling you that it's a terrible thing.
Okay.
Kids should not watch 10 hours a day. In fact, they don't. They do a lot more.
Okay.
But...
So how are we going to word this so that it... Okay, so 1 hour or less?
2 to 3 hours.
Okay. Can we say 2 to 3 hours plus?
No.
Because they do.
No, but they don't always.
Yeah, but...
But I'm saying 2 to 3 hours allows like a movie.
Yeah.
Are we talking screen time or
So
TV?
what you should have done is kind
how
of
much
tried
TV?
to really put an argument for your hours. Put an argument in for why your kids watch TV for 8 hours.
I'll give you... Okay, let's... We are not done yet then. We are not moving on until I've gotten a say. Because,
okay. This is why you wanted me to edit it. It's going to take a week. Okay, so...
All right. You gave me just... Okay.
So yeah, there's all these bad things about not having enough TV. This is why you should have a lot of TV.
Okay. What I wanted to say is my kids watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Now, well, actually, it's not a lot of TV. They watch more... They play more games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is the debate TV time or is it
We'll just say
time?
screen time.
Screen time? Okay,
Yeah.
they have far too much.
Because you could just say, oh, they don't watch any TV. 100% game time. Yeah.
No, they watch too much TV.
Yeah.
But we do have certain rules around them. So here's the reason why I think it's okay for them to have these hours.
Yeah.
I think TV can be a family occasion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the time where we'll finish dinner and we'll be like, all right, we're all just going to sit and watch TV.
Yeah.
And one kid will go, oh, can I go and watch this? No, you're going to come and watch with us together.
Yep.
So TV time doesn't have to be their TV time. TV time can be a family event. It can be together time. It can be discussing things. We have favourite YouTubers that we watch every week. I genuinely don't think TV is a bad thing.
Okay.
Because there's so many things about TV that's actually great.
Yeah.
I mean...
But all your kids are bad. They're great. They are great.
How many times have you met a kid who's not allowed to watch The Simpsons and thought, man, that kid's a weenie?
Yeah, yeah.
They're all idiots. Hey?
My ex-wife, for example, didn't watch Simpsons.
Absolutely.
It's
and
like,
how
what?
daft is that?
It's weird.
Nah,
Like all these cultural
but
stuff.
yeah, it really is this big like.
Well, it was.
Simpsons,
But yeah.
Simpsons is such a like staple for household humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Bobby Lee's never seen it.
Yeah, I listened to that today.
Yeah. We're on the same app.
What happened?
Well, that one.
Yeah. So we just watched Shin Lim.
Yeah.
How good was that?
I had to watch that. I went on.
And Doug spills the cards.
Yes.
So good.
You don't think TV's too bad?
Yeah, I think it's genuinely pretty good.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun. We do family stuff together watching all of this, and it's just a good time. TV There's also been evidence that TV doesn't hurt your eyes if you watch too much or stand too close.
Yeah.
You might just get a headache after a while.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you as well, how much TV did we watch as kids?
Too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Do you genuinely think that it's ruined you as a human?
Oh, absolutely.
You are a terrible person.
Yeah, I'm horrible.
And I'm like the worst dad.
I advocated killing koalas earlier.
You did. And I'm trying to get people to watch these niche shows nobody's heard of. And apparently
People have more important things than TV.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. We
did watch a lot.
We watch a lot. We watch a lot of funny shows. We bonded over TV.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the only time we were getting along was then like
Actually,
when we were watching TV together.
there's one time that I remember we used to have the TVs in each of our rooms. And when we lived at Dad's house,
Yeah.
I had the TV in my room, you had yours, and we were watching South Park.
Mm.
And it was the episode where they're trying to be ninjas. And Cartman goes across the stage thinking he's invisible.
Yeah.
He's naked.
Yeah.
And I heard you pissing yourself in the room, and I was crying, laughing. And yeah, I ended up going into your room, and we were both just like dying.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. They're like moments that you miss. If we didn't have TV, we wouldn't have that stuff.
Yeah. We would only have enemy times.
Only, yeah.
Yeah.
And how many times did you steal my toys?
Yeah.
And how many times was I not allowed to play with your Lego?
Yeah. Bad kid, too much TV.
No, because I watch too much TV and I'm a sweetie.
You are a sweetie.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
All right. So, vote for me. Less TV for kids. Vote for Kevin if you like more TV for kids. And there won't be anything to be an honorary dad of the week next week. You know what, actually? Comment the funniest dad joke on the video post.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you post the funniest post the funniest dad joke you can come up with on our Facebook page, and the one that gets the most laugh reacts will be the honorary dad of the week next week.
There are some good jokes. I still got to put up my dad joke video.
You do.
All right.
That is well overdue. Okay, now let's see how fat we got.
Before we do start, I'm going to give you a bit of information.
Okay.
Now, you'll probably notice that I'm very dry this week.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a bit hard to communicate with.
Yep.
Very tired.
Yeah.
I ate some donuts before I got on the show.
Bagels with caramel
Yeah,
icing on it.
yeah.
They were bagels. We got these donuts from Superbarn, and they were bagels with icing on it. Like, it's really bready.
I've
Like,
never
it didn't
seen you
feel or
this-
taste like donuts. It was awful.
I've never seen you this aggressive about anything
This is my
since we were kids.
This is my first donut in years. Years. And it wasn't a donut. It just wasn't. You could see the line. You know, bagels have like the line around the outside, like where you cut it. It had that.
It's so funny.
Oh,
Passionate.
yeah.
You never get upset about anything, and I'm always so angry.
I love food.
I know, but just the way that you feel about these bagels.
Because they said donuts on the thing. And I looked over the packaging thinking like, oh, maybe they're like gluten-free ones or like some weird like...
You were investigating.
Yeah.
That,
I was
nothing
like,
else.
are these special donuts? No, they just say caramelized donuts.
Oh, they were special.
They were very special. Yeah.
Special needs.
Awful.
Yeah.
So we've eaten garbage this week.
I've been so horrible. I had KFC yesterday, and then I had I went all out.
Alright.
Porto. Ugh.
Get your gear off. Let's see how much you put on.
I actually am going to take it all
There goes his pants. And his knickers. And that slapping sound is his balls as he steps up to the plate. I normally cut it, but I'll leave him in this time.
All right, so Last week I was 136.3, which I was up from 134, so up by 2.3.
Hey, we have a loss. 153. You've lost a kilo.
How the fuck?
Good work. Well, you probably had a great start of the week.
I didn't go to the gym or anything this week. Last week I worked my ass off. I worked my... Hold on. Okay. 104.0.
I put on 100 grams, which means you are the skinniest dad.
Yeah! That's the worst! I genuinely didn't try at all this week. And you know what's really funny?
Well, you know what? I'm still down from where I started. You're up from where you started still.
Which is so insane. So, last week I worked really, really hard on losing weight. I went to the gym. I ate better. I reduced what I was eating, portion sizes, This week, oh no, it was the snitty. The midweek snitty with Dad. And then the pizza the night before. Okay. I screwed up at the end of last week.
Yeah.
But I only screwed up once this week. So, okay. But I just didn't go to the gym.
Yeah.
It's all about the eating.
Yeah, it's almost all just what you eat.
Okay.
Exercise, it does a little bit. It does help, and it's good for you. It's good for your brain. It's good for everything.
Yeah.
But for weight loss, mostly the food.
I know that it's not as good as where I started. I'm stoked to at least have a loss.
Yeah.
1 kilo in a week is a really good feeling.
I'm not too bothered by 100 grams, although I really need to pee. There's probably a litre of water in me, so I should have peed before. That's my own fault.
Sure.
It is my own fault.
No, you did pee before.
If you've got any parenting stories for us, send them to dadversedadpodcast@gmail.com.
Now, those sorts of stories, we want just any story that you've got from your childhood. It can be like you pissed your bed. Yeah. And it was a funny time.
Just something funny.
Something.
Anything funny. Anything funny that you've done as a kid or a parent.
Or something your kids have done traumatic to you.
Yeah.
No trauma stories, please. I don't want to be therapying anyone.
Hey, you don't want to make a joke about jumping castles and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
And if you want more Dad vs. Dad, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Dad vs. Dad podcast.
And Instagram at instagram.com/Dad vs. Dad podcast.
And for the full video podcast, you can
bang bang bang.
Yeah, you get that on patreon.com/Dad vs. Dad.
On our middle child tier.
Which is only $3.
$3.
Yeah, and there's also bonus content coming. I think Kevin uploaded a behind the scenes video.
I did, yeah.
The other day.
It actually shows the back of our podcast, so what we actually look at.
Yeah, you can see this pile of garbage.
Oh man, I'm getting a skip.
Come look at this pile of garbage.
Yeah.
$3. Worth it.
For $3, you can look at this shit.
Yeah.
We didn't get a swear jar, and I swore a few times.
Okay, next episode, we are 100% bringing in a swear jar.
Mm-hmm.
No more cussing.
If I'm this tired, I will cuss.
Then you'll lose a lot of money.
I'll donate it to the koalas.
Yeah, okay.
No, I won't. I'm going to donate to cut down a tree. Anyway.
Bye, Hungries.
We've been dads.
My hair and yours. It is. We should have careless whisper over me doing that.
Well, it's all filmed. You could do that. Why? Okay.
What?
I don't think that's fun. Okay.